distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football, as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go. 11.
The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year, with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
12. Stop.
They'll run again with Adams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
That guy's going to want the football a whole lot more. I hate to be the offensive coordinator now, because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching him more? Do you see me out there moving around, wiggling and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
Sliding out of the pocket. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
11.
A run up the middle. Adams. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
11. Stop.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
11, MT, take. 11, stop.
They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt. You talk about this Bengals defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Evan McPherson for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this out past the 40. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The Ravens sit 6-5 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11,
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. And now a carry here for their fullback. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
All I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.
Here we go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. Burrow on play action. His throw incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
I'm fine, ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Close. 11 MT, take. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
11. Stop.
On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
Here we go.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down.
Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, middle.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Get on! Hey! Ready? Shot! You!
Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. In motion left, Flowers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here we go. 12.
On 1st down, this is Adams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
touchdown. Ja'Marr Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
DC, right? 180! 180 shot! Sit up!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Hey, Ozzie! Sit up! Report! Sit up!
To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
Sit up!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark.
And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
You. Hey, report. Report.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Hey, come on. What a shot. Go.
Now it's Jackson.
Well, that's brought in by Knight. And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
13. You at X.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now it's Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go ahead. 180. Ready, shot.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
No, we changed it.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Jackson will throw again. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 times.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
11 Thomas.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Jamar Chase.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
And a yard at the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Price. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Stop.
It's a give to Adams out of the shotgun. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They hand off to their big tight end. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
DC ready?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Report.
Jackson on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10.
We change it. Middle.
Throwing is Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey. Yo.
Jackson now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Sit on! What are
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, a run with Dobbins. Pushes him over. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
12.
On the ground, right side, it's Adams. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, here's Adams. And now off to the races down the right side. He may go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McPherson on for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Ravens 6.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Go. Sit high. Hey, report. Report. Hey, middle. Hey. Sit high.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
The Bengals 30-yard line.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really